Here we are at the wealthy spot. Thanking God for all the true wealth that I get to experience, ministering to his warm living creatures and going for a walk with my little puppy dog out here. Took him for a walk last night too, early in the morning like we used to, even though it was cold. Look at how his hair glistens. See that, like, there's sleeky shine. I don't know if it's coming through the camera. When the sun hits it, when he's freshly washed, it's like, it has that sleekiness to him. So yeah, I washed about a pound of dirt off of him. He's back to smelling like French toast. I'll probably have him sleep with me for a while to keep the smell on him, that good smell. And because, well, I want to be able to walk him, and if he's locked in a room at night, then I can't get to him to take him for a walk. And y'all know I like to go for walks at night, and I like to take my puppy dog. You know, I can't just be out walking around at night and shit, you know, not in this town and shit. I have to answer for what I'm doing. But if I'm walking my little dog, well, I can be out for a walk without scrutiny. You know, might stop and run my name, but they ain't gonna fuck with me about being out. So, yeah, I'm back on that mode where I want to walk my dog again. So, if I can't walk him, I at least want to be able to take him out to the van with me. So I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards he should start hanging with me a little bit more, start getting acclimated to that, in case God's move is soon, you know. And then, you know, I don't want him to have a huge transfer, you know, transition. But I also, he gets snacks when he goes in there at night, and he's gaining his weight back. And I'm walking him more, so it's like he must be getting way too much to eat. So I'll cut back on his snacks, keep him with me for a while, and he's starting to get back his behavior that he had before that he was losing, just from having it with me a couple nights. There's like a personality trait that he has that I guess he gets it from me, and if he doesn't hang with me enough, then he doesn't have it. I don't know. Seems like the nights away from me are sabotaging, you know, the investment of 5 years that I put into him, you know. So I got 5 years invested in him. So yeah, how he acts is how he's supposed to act, and how he smells, French toast, is how he's supposed to smell. I trimmed his butt and his penis and his paws a little bit. I didn't do a great job on his paws. I wanted to show him some mercy. He's probably getting ticks on him right now. There's probably ticks here. Either that or he gets them on him when we're out walking. I don't know. But it seems like he's getting a tick every time we go out now. So, yeah. So it's a beautiful day. It's 46 degrees or so. It's the warmest part of the day right now, believe it or not, this late. Well, 5 o'clock was. It's supposed to start cooling off now. And it's the prettiest part of the day. And I was able to get him washed and trimmed and ready to go out dry. He was laying there shivering. I had to lay in the lab and cuddle him and hold him until he dried off a little bit, because he was just laying there shivering even though the house was warm. So, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this little walk, smoke a little more, and I don't know, be in communion with the Lord on the gratitude plane, you know. I'm expecting good stuff to happen soon. Literally, like, I watched, for the first time in a while, I watched one of the regular tarot readers, and she's like, yeah, she said it like 3 different times in the read. Yeah, you're ready to come out of the lab and show people what you got. And it's just like that, just like, hey, wow, the lab, you know. And it's all good shit, you know, she's saying. Then, you know, a few others kind of had the same report, but I didn't watch theirs. I just, you know, from the title, you can tell that it's kind of the same report and it's going to be the same cards, because it's kind of how it works. So you get enough of them saying the same thing and maybe something good can happen. Tower of Babel action, you know, that's what I'm aiming for with that confession thing. Hoping that, like, how it'll work. And it should work even if I'm not listening to it, you know? That's what I'm thinking. So maybe that's why there's so many negative readers, like, combat it and say negative shit. I don't know. That's a thought, huh? And there's more negative ones than positive ones, so I don't know. Maybe we need some more tarot readers that will say the positive things and pull the positive cards and get the positive angles from even the negative cards, you know, because there is positive angles to a negative card up against a positive card. That's a little something that those mean-spirited tarot readers either don't know or they don't want their, you know, viewers to know. See, look at him. He's just enjoying this shit. He loves it. I think he thought we weren't going to get out today, and he was a little bummed out. But once we got out, man, he was all happy, just like a little cartoon dog, just running around happy. He's already buried a bone, chewed on a stick, you know. He's already had a pretty good time. We haven't even been here that long, 10-15 minutes. He lives fast. He's a little puppy dog. He's got a short lifespan. He only lives to be about 15, if that. So yeah, he's got to live fast and hard and get all his life out of the world. He's probably looking for one of his other bones. He'll find it too eventually. All right, it's 10:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By clock to 7 minutes fast. On Saturday, what is it tonight? We established it already. Yeah, I got Aslan all cleaned up, trimmed up, smelling like French toast. He's good, soft and cuddly. I'm thinking I'm gonna have him start hanging out in the common areas of the house at night and with me, so that I have access to him to take him for the nighttime walks now. Cause while it's nice and mild out, it's so I'm gonna grab his nighttime leash and I'm gonna take him for a walk. And yeah, I caught a couple videos. There's you know, the hard martial law happening in a few cities now. I just don't see how they're able to, you know, it's like people have let it go too far. They shouldn't have listened to them in the first place. And like, it's now you know, we got the female involvement and shit. So it's like I had the place to myself this weekend from this morning till tomorrow evening. Would have been a good weekend for one of y'all to come visit if, like, you were able to travel. But I guess some of y'all in your states you're not able to travel. Then I imagine if you cross state lines, whatever state you're in is gonna want to pull you over to investigate why you're in their state. Maybe test you, I don't know. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of weird just the idea of even getting to somebody for a visit now if they're in another state, because there's that shit in the way of it. So I took my blood pressure today. It was 180 or 185 over 80. So I took my pills for the first time in a few days, and I went for a walk with Az to the river. I got y'all a little footage of that, and I'm gonna go with him again tonight. If I cut back on the snacks, you know, and keep him out with me so that we can go for the night walks in addition to whatever he gets during the day, then his weight should come back down, because I don't understand it how I'm walking him and he's actually gaining weight. But he did have probably a pound of dirt on him. You know, he always weighs less, noticeably less, once he's dry after washing him. And I'm going to have to feel him up for ticks, so I might as well go in and get his other leash and take him for a quick walk down to the doctor's office and see if he's got a shit. He hasn't shit yet today. And, you know, because sometimes when I trim him, he perceives he's been injured, even though he hasn't. And I noticed after I trimmed him and put him on the floor, he was walking around holding his back leg up like, oh, you injured me, you injured me. So I actually was convinced I injured him, and, you know, he just didn't yipe or nothing. But he's a little pussy. He always yipes, even if you don't hurt him. So it's like, you know, I investigated his leg. There's nothing wrong with it. And he actually favored it a few times while we were out walking. You know, I noticed that there was a couple times that he was, like, not putting it down. So it's like, you know, what the fuck, man? All I did was trim you. It's like, it's standard shit. It's, you know, we always do this, you know? I didn't cut your skin or nothing. I didn't fucking cut you. You know, you're not injured. Stop acting like you're fucking injured. So, I don't know. I've been really lonely without my dog. And I actually, like, you know, when I agreed, like, okay, yeah, he's going to sleep with you, I thought it'd be like a week. And then John will be back on nights or whatever, and I'd have him back to anticipate, you know, like, these night walks that, you know, this is like part of my life whenever weather permits, you know. And I don't know, having my dog with me at night is part of my life too, you know. And I looked for the old, less bulky carrier I used to carry Gato around in, because y'all know I got footage on the Northern Michigan Handyman profile of me carrying him. I took him everywhere with me for a long time, the first 4 years of his life, until Slinky Cat came along. We bought another carrier for Slinky Cat, and we were taking him out, and once Lisa got the Jeep, Gato didn't like going out no more because he liked the van, the big vehicle. He didn't like that little rinky-dink Jeep. So he got to where he'd, like, you know, fight against getting put in the carrier and going. So it's like, okay, well, we just won't take you no more. So we didn't take him or Slinky Cat once we started taking rides in the Jeep. So Lisa's Jeep kind of stopped Gato's outdoor lifestyle, going out lifestyle. I would still to this day be carrying him around in that, you know, in that blue carrier, that there's so many videos of me carrying him around in. And I still remember the visitor from California sitting there petting him, and he's in his carrier and shit, just, you know, hanging out of it. And she's like, you got such a cool cat. And I'm like, yeah, I know he is. And he weighed like half of what he weighs now, maybe less. When he stopped going out, that's when he got fat. When we had him out and going for walks and shit, Gato didn't get fat. So, yeah, that's one of them weird things. His indoor lifestyle contributed to his obesity. But he's very muscular. He's not all fat. Alright, well, I guess if I cut this off now, I could put it together with the other piece that I did for you earlier, and we'll have a video. So y'all be blessed, be happy. I'm grateful, Jazzy. And yeah, I was talking about you, and I was talking about a visitor, but yeah, you'd never make it probably, not without problems.